So I met this woman the other day, and the first time I saw her, I was in my house, and she was walking down the street screaming something. I just ignored her. And then I went to the market to get some fruits and vegetables, and there she was, just crying out. And again, I ignored her. And then I went to the entrance of the city gates, and there she was, and she approached me and very calmly said, "Why are you ignoring me? I reach out my hands to you in times of need, and yet you neglected me. I've tried to provide you counsel, and yet you've turned away from me." And she hands me a jacket and says, "You look cold." And so I put it on, and put my hands inside the jacket, and I realized there was a gold chain, like a real 24-karat gold chain. And the other pocket was a pamphlet. And it said, "For the fool, a dummy is juxtaposed to the sound." And I realized it was a top 10 list. 1, it is better to gain wisdom than it is silver or gold. 2, love your brother and sister. Even if you don't see eye to eye. Even if his ways are the hot sun in a dried forest. Even if she's the one who cut the faucet to stop the rain. Even if there are times where you want to pull out your arrow and shoot to their chest. Even if you want to take the fist of your mouth to give them a taste, love your neighbor as yourself. 3, seek indifference as you seek the king. Getting to a place where you close your eyes, hands across your chest, and you fall back. Indifferent if you fall back on a bed of pillows or a bed of burning coal because you trust the one who is good. 4, talk in a way that gives tribute to the lion. I've realized I've taken the sword of my mouth and placed it in the flames and pierced through the souls of my peers. I've sharpened the sword of my tongue with the iron of sarcasm in the name of humor just to dodge the cannons of truth. I've cursed from the lips that have been blessed simply because my Father is king and I know I have his forgiveness. 5, tend your garden. As I walk by the house, the vine grows over the tree, and with both hands of thorns, she suffocates. Like a canopy, she blocks the sun. Eventually, the roots of her vine compete and overpower the roots of the tree, the roots of healing and joy, the roots of rest, the roots of reconciled relationships, the roots of your marriage are destroyed and cut simply because you ignored your garden. The ant prepares for the famine. 6, envy makes the bones rot. As I've peeked through the blinds in awe of my neighbor, my flesh begins to decay. My heart is overcome by the black oil as it spills through the vasculature of my body, drowning the very blood that was spilled onto lumber from iron nails that were pierced through carpals. 7, honor your spiritual elder. Seek the map they have drawn. Pay attention to their scars, for they write a story. They are trails that if you ignore lead to isolation, but if you follow, will lead to riches. 8, 1 day, 1 hour, 1 week. We are so used to noise, we now find it quiet. Our fruitless sleep leads to fruitless labor, but have you ever tried to sleep without the TV, without scrolling through endless posts and 15-second video shorts? Have you ever just sat in pure silence? Have you ever shut off the fuse box to the grid where the electric hum is off? Have you ever just shut it off? It's the only time the antennas of our ears are directed towards the Holy Spirit. When it's off, it's the only time the walkie-talkie is in the right channel where we can actually hear him speak. Otherwise, he just speaks to a distracted. 9, tech never sleeps. Like Vegas with the shining lights and the ringing coin slot machines. Like the soldier guarding the queen's castle. Like the blue light in the night sky. The blue light in our hands never rests. Like a slave who knows no freedom. Works from sunrise to sunrise. But this slave is our master, who always passes on endless information like a printing fax machine. Printing words and images, some deadly, some desirable, but they never stop hypnotizing, gaining dominion one post, 1 gram, 1 video at a time. But we are no longer slaves, but heirs of a king. 10, her name is wisdom. Lifelong is in her right hand, and in her left, riches and honor.